Hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 2 of the Sam Podcast. We'll be talking about careers this season with me, Mr. Sam. Today, we're diving into a career that requires courage, discipline, and a strong sense of duty, being a soldier. To help us explore this topic, I've invited Miss Rachel Kim, a retired military officer and leadership trainer. Rachel, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Sam. I'm really excited to be here. Being a soldier is often misunderstood, so I'm happy to give some insight from firsthand experience.
And just so our audience knows, we're both smiling right now because this conversation might get intense and maybe even spark a little debate.
I'm ready for it.
So, Rachel, when people hear soldier, they often think about fighting in wars or combat zones. But the role is much broader than that, isn't it?
Absolutely. Soldiers do much more than combat. They participate in peacekeeping missions, humanitarian aid, training exercises, disaster response, intelligence gathering, and maintaining security both domestically and abroad.
So it's not just about war or battles.
Not at all. Being a soldier involves protecting people, maintaining order, and supporting communities. It's a mix of discipline, strategy, and service.
And much of the work behind the scenes goes unnoticed.
Exactly. Most people don't see soldiers preparing equipment, planning missions, or doing logistics, yet those activities are crucial.
And much of the work behind the scenes goes unnoticed.
Exactly. Most people don't see soldiers preparing equipment, planning missions, or doing logistics, yet those activities are crucial.
What kind of training is required to become a soldier?
It's intense. Basic training covers physical fitness, combat skills, first aid, survival, teamwork, and discipline. Then soldiers often specialize in areas like infantry, engineering, communications, medical support, or intelligence.
So soldiers need both physical strength and mental toughness.
Absolutely. Mental resilience is just as important as physical ability. You face unpredictable situations where critical decisions can have life or death consequences.
And teamwork must be central, right?
Yes, a soldier can't succeed alone. Missions require coordination and trust within the unit.
So can you walk us through a typical day for a soldier?
Sure, for active duty soldiers, the day starts early, often with physical training at dawn. Then there's inspections, briefings, drills, or training exercises. If deployed, it might involve patrols, security operations, or humanitarian tasks.
So even quiet days are structured and disciplined.
Yes, every day is scheduled for efficiency and readiness.
And I assume soldiers also have administrative tasks.
Absolutely. Reports, planning, equipment checks, all essential to maintain operational readiness.
Here's the part I struggle with. Soldiers often face dangerous environments, combat zones, or natural disasters. How do you manage that level of risk?
Risk is real, but training and preparation reduce it. Soldiers are taught tactical awareness, situational judgment, and emergency protocols.
Still, the danger seems constant.
Yes, but calculated risk is part of the job. Soldiers are trained to think fast and act decisively, which saves lives.
The emotional toll must be high, witnessing injuries, disasters, or conflict.
It is. Soldiers experience stress, trauma, and high-pressure decision-making. Mental health support is critical. Peer support and counseling programs are essential for coping.
So resilience and emotional intelligence are just as important as tactical skill.
Exactly. And soldiers often build a strong sense of camaraderie that helps them through tough situations.
Here's a controversial point. Some argue that military life is too harsh, restricting personal freedom and exposing individuals to constant danger. Is that fair?
I see that perspective, but soldiers choose this path voluntarily. There's discipline, yes, but also purpose. Many find fulfillment in serving their country, helping people, and contributing to something larger than themselves.
But doesn't deployment separate families and strain personal life?
It does, and that's one of the hardest parts. But support programs, communication, and strong family bonds help mitigate the challenge.
And that's a reality of operational duty. You sometimes have to leave comfort zones for critical missions. What's a typical career progression for a soldier?
Many start as enlisted personnel, advance to non-commissioned officer ranks like sergeant, then move to officer roles with leadership responsibilities. Soldiers may also specialize in technical or intelligence fields. Leadership, education, and operational experience determine career growth.
So there's room for both specialization and advancement.
Absolutely. And some soldiers transition into training, teaching, or leadership roles within the military or in civilian sectors after service.
The physical demands seem intense. Long marches, carrying heavy equipment, combat training. How do soldiers maintain peak fitness?
Daily physical training is mandatory, plus specialized exercises depending on your role. Soldiers maintain endurance, strength, agility, and tactical skills consistently.
So fitness is not optional. It's critical to survival and performance.
Exactly. And injuries must be managed carefully to avoid compromising operational readiness.
Soldiers have immense ethical responsibilities, making decisions that can affect lives, civilians, and even international relations.
Absolutely. Ethical training is part of military education. Soldiers learn rules of engagement, human rights laws, and ethical conduct. Mistakes can have profound consequences.
So character and values are central to being a soldier.
Yes, without integrity, a soldier cannot perform effectively or gain trust.
Public perception is tricky. Soldiers are celebrated as heroes, but sometimes criticized for military actions. How do soldiers handle this?
It's complex. Soldiers understand that decisions in the field are scrutinized, but training and adherence to rules guide their actions. Peer support and leadership help maintain morale.
So balancing duty, ethics, and public scrutiny is part of the job.
Exactly.
What keeps soldiers motivated despite stress and danger?
The sense of purpose, camaraderie, protecting others, and achieving mission objectives are strong motivators. Soldiers often describe their unit as a second family.
So satisfaction comes from service rather than personal gain.
Yes, that sense of pride and accomplishment sustains soldiers in challenging conditions.
Compared to other careers, soldiers face unique challenges: physical, mental, emotional, and ethical.
Yes, few professions combine all these demands simultaneously, and few carry the same sense of duty and service to the nation.
And yet society depends on them for security and peace.
Exactly. The responsibility is immense, but the contribution is equally significant.
Let me summarize. Soldiers face danger, stress, physical and mental challenges, and public scrutiny.
Their role requires discipline, integrity, and resilience.
And I'll summarize the positives. Soldiers protect, serve, maintain security, and often help communities. Their work built character, leadership, and lifelong skills. It's demanding, but deeply meaningful. I have new respect for soldiers, much more than the public usually realizes.
That means a lot to hear.
Rachel, thank you for this in-depth, honest, and sometimes intense discussion about soldiers.
Thank you, Mr. Sam. I truly enjoyed sharing these insights.
To our listeners, if you're considering becoming a soldier, understand the training, responsibility, risks, and rewards. It's a career that challenges the body, mind, and ethics, but it also provides purpose, camaraderie, and the chance to make a lasting impact. Thank you for listening to the SAM Podcast. Join us next time as we explore more extraordinary careers.
Goodbye, everyone.